a most fascinating, truly fascinating video from Berlin. There have been a few videos from Berlin, but this one, I would say, is especially juicy. And of course, it's clear that these May days have become a kind of striptease, a day of exposing all the vatniks hiding out in Berlin, in Prague, in Milan, and really all over the world. Yeah, usually the orcs who have latched onto life abroad behave meekly, pretend to be normal people, don't show their true faces, and generally keep themselves in check. But on May 9th, on this sacred day, they lose it. They lose the ability to control themselves. They lose the ability to disguise themselves. They're bursting with malice, overwhelmed by a mania of Russian greatness. And the spirit of victory madness completely takes over their expressions, their language, and their actions. What are they getting up to? In Berlin, take a look on my Telegram channel. In other words, these foreign orcs lose all caution. And even at the risk of being deported back to Russia, they band together in aggressive packs and start loudly hating the world they've somehow slipped into and in which they wish to settle. The logic is absolutely incomprehensible. And so in Berlin, in Madrid, and in Paris, a kind of Russian racist Sabbath begins. And what am I getting at? That members of the European Parliament, after witnessing this menagerie of victory, have demanded a ban. But they can't ban people. These are civilized countries. They demanded, at the very least, to remove what excites these people, what these people gather around and form themselves by. In other words, any and all Soviet symbols. So any and all Soviet symbols on EU territory should be banned, and ideally, all monuments to the USSR and other attributes of totalitarianism should be dismantled as well. I have the text of this petition on my Telegram channel. I won't read it out to you because, well, the general idea is clear from what I've already said. And the petition is addressed, as they say, to the right place. It is addressed to Ursula von der Leyen. Here, a thorough and realistic count of the participants in this immortal regiment has been completed. We're summing up the results here. And in St. Petersburg, even in 2025, the fun didn't die down. In fact, this walking cemetery broke all records. And for the first time, the number of participants exceeded 1 million. So where did this trend of growth come from? What spurred it on? And the expansion, the increase of this walking cemetery? But it should be understood that this regiment, like any other attribute of Victory Day, has long had nothing to do with the war of the mid-20th century. All these grandfathers on sticks, the St. George ribbons, it's just wrapping. It's the wrapper in which the foul candy of Putinism is packaged. It's time to open our eyes, time to admit the obvious. Victory Day is not about World War II. It's about Bucha. It's about the bombings of Kiev and Mariupol. It's about the executions of prisoners and the occupation of a neighboring peaceful country. And all this brilliant spectacle with parades, it's a ritual of obedience to the regime, a bow to the gulag, a bow to Putin's madness, a bow to submission, a bow to mass murder, to today's repressions. It's an expression of satisfaction that people like Gabyshev or Skobov have received their huge sentences. It's an endorsement of torture in prisons